Hello everybody and welcome back to a Royal Reader. My name is Bambi and today I am going to be doing my July wrap-up because that's what month we're in. I read so many books, you guys. It's insane. Okay, like this is the most books that I have ever read in my entire life. Are you ready? I have such a big stack of books right here. It's insane. Yeah, that's right. I only read 2 books in the month of June. I don't even know what month I'm in. So, obviously, I did not do a very good job of reading this month. I am in the middle of 3 different books. It's been a struggle, okay? I've had a lot of personal issues happening, and just a lot of health issues as well. I discovered that I have a vitamin D deficiency, so that's been playing a lot into my energy levels and just not having any energy to read. So that's why I have only had 2 books on my wrap up for today. Yeah. And one of them is also a reread, so I don't even know if that counts. I've also been feeling kind of slumpy, so I'm going to put that down as a bit of a struggle as well. So let's just get into the 2 books that I read for this month. So the first book that I actually finished was The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco. I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5. The beginning of this was really slow and just a little bit boring to try and get through. And then towards the end of it started to pick up quite a bit, and the very end of the book had me shook and it ended on a cliffhanger, so that is what has led me to continue wanting to read the series. We follow our main character called T, who discovers that she is in fact a bone witch, which is basically a person who has necromancy powers. She discovers she has these powers at her brother's funeral, where she accidentally revives her brother. In this, basically the main bone witch of the country comes to collect her to take her back to like the main city of the country, where she has to learn how to control her powers in order to help the main bone witch complete the tasks that they have to do. So this majority of the book is her sort of training and learning how to become like a proper bone witch. She has to go through a couple of like trials and things like that. That bit was okay, but it was also very boring to try and get through. I just sort of found that like the relationships and things that were happening I wasn't that interested in, and the relationships that I were interested in weren't getting shown as much. So yes, but the ending of this I really liked, so I'm definitely going to pick this up to find out how the heck certain things happen, because oh my god. Whew! So yeah, I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Very low 4 though, more like 3.5 if I'm honest. But yeah, the ending definitely bumped that up for me 100%. And the last book that I finished in the month of June was a reread of Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This is a reread / buddy read with Bookish Lucy over on Instagram. I believe I mentioned that in one of my other videos that I've posted. But she is reading the series for the first time, and so I wanted to reread the series as well, so we decided to join together. So yes, if you do not know what this book is about, let me tell you. In this, we follow the main character, Selena Sardothian. She is Ardalin's best assassin, or she was before she was captured and put into the salt mines for about a year, until the Crown Prince and the Captain of the Guard come to release her with a bargain that if she participates in a challenge for the title of the King's Champion, she can be free after she serves the king. So basically we follow Selena as she is training to compete in this challenge for the King's Champion. She has to face against a bunch of other thieves and like horrible people that are all competing in the challenge. And there's also a lot of mystery going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of other plot lines and things like that sort of get revealed as well. So this is just a really, really good, easy to read high fantasy book. If you have not read it, I definitely do suggest it. It's a little bit tropey, it's a little bit like cringy in some places, but I love this book so much. Definitely 5 out of 5. For like humor and everything. I read this book within like 3 days, I think. I love it so much. So yes, and it is a really good start to a big fantasy series, so definitely check this out if you haven't. So one of the other books that I was actually trying to read was in fact The Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. I am about halfway through before I decided that I'm just going to put it away for now. It's not a very big book. It's basically 250 pages, if that. Maybe I think 300 pages. And it follows the story of a girl called Isabel. She has this thing called the craft, which is basically just the ability that humans have to like cook and clean and paint, which is what Isabel has. So one of her jobs that she has is to paint portraits of the Fae. She gets commissioned to paint a portrait of one of the Fae princes of the Autumn Court, and she does so, but unfortunately she paints sorrow into his eyes. Thus leads her to getting kind of like kidnapped and taken off to fairyland, because the Fae see human emotions as a weakness, and so obviously when the portrait was revealed, the prince was laughed at. So he takes her back to fairyland to go through a trial. Yeah, that's basically all I've reached so far, and it's just a really, really slow moving book and not much happens, and I was feeling myself getting really slumpy, and the fact that I had already finished like a book when I was halfway through reading that book, I had to put it away. So I've heard a couple of other people say the same thing about that, the fact that there isn't much plot makes it hard to read, so I have just put it away for now. Maybe one day I might come back to it, I might not, we shall see. So those are all of the books that I read in the month of June. I do have a couple of other ones that I am in the middle of reading that I didn't get a chance to actually finish within the month of June, so I will be carrying those over to July, so you will see what those are in my July TBR video, which should be going up very soon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know what books you guys finished in the month of June down below in the comments. If you'd like to see more of me, then be sure to click that subscribe button down below, and also check out the links in the description box for my Twitter and Instagram and Goodreads, so you can follow me over on there. I hope next month is better for myself, and I hope if you guys did not have a good reading month, it'll be better for you as well. I will talk to you guys later on.